Hey there. Did you ever think about how your pricing is actually a reflection of your confidence? Let's talk about that today. So, I'm Nancy Ganzekaufer, a business coach and body language trainer, and I see my clients on a daily basis not pricing themselves properly because they're insecure. I don't want that for you. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And let's talk about how your pricing can really affect the people you attract and your confidence. And we want you to be confident, don't we? Because we want you to attract people who actually love what you do, appreciate what you do, and value what you do. And it all starts, believe it or not, with your pricing. I think I'm known for just a little bit increasing people's prices when they come to me as clients. But I have to tell you, I don't do that automatically. I first meet with them, right? So if you were to get on my calendar, I have to meet with you. I have to see how you present yourself, the words you're using, the stories you're telling, for me to assess whether you can increase your prices in order to start attracting a higher level client who actually appreciates your work. Your pricing is truly a reflection of your self-confidence, your self-worth, and kind of the history you've had up till now in whatever you are providing to people. So it's always a mission for me to help people on their journey to self-improvement, because running a business is also about your life and all the insecurities we have. And I don't want you to have them. So we always have to work on your life and your business simultaneously. Work on your self-confidence, your self-worth, and retelling you the stories that you might be repeating to yourself from an earlier time in your life and how it's currently affecting whether you feel your value as much as I want you to feel your value. So let's talk about some of the reasons why people say, I can't raise my prices. You don't understand. I just can't. So one of the first things I hear is, well, that's not how much other people charge in my area, that my competition charges lower, so I don't want to outprice myself in the market. And I always smile and I go, there is no value in being the cheapest in the market. There is some value in being in the pack, but the beauty is actually being the highest price with the most exclusive service, that you serve your clients at the highest possible level. Because I want you to have less clients and more money. So when someone says to me, other people aren't charging that in my area, and I don't want to outprice the competition because then people won't come to me, I always challenge that thought process and the story they're telling themselves, because I'm here to tell you, it's just not true. When you raise your prices, you actually can get a higher level clientele that values you as much as I hope that you value yourself. One of the other things I hear a lot is, I don't think I've been in business long enough to raise my prices. I need so much more. I need to get my process in place before I can raise my prices. Now, there's that whole put the cart before the horse. What goes first, my pricing or my process? Do I have to be in business 5 years before I raise my prices? And then I love the question, what's the standard in the industry? And again, my followers know, I always say, there's no standard. The standard is set by you. And if you come into the market early on as a new interior designer, as a new coach, and you underprice yourself too low, it actually is harder to get to that next level. So yes, I do believe that there is a path to higher pricing, and that path is experience. But I also don't want you to get stuck in that lower price point, that lower hourly rate, or a lower service model than you deserve. And I do find that newer people in their industries really come in way too low. So don't limit yourself with the excuse, well, I'm new to the industry, or I don't have my process perfect. Because guess what? You need money in order to get your process in order. And yes, the money and raising your prices can come first as you backfill your process and your procedures so that you are providing the client with exemplary service. You can do both at the same time, increase your pricing and be working on your process and your experience at the same time. The other thing people are afraid to do is play with your pricing. You can actually play with your pricing. And I know that's scary, and a lot of you are scared to do that. But if you raise your price and you're struggling to close people into your service models, then you revisit it. It's not something that can't change. This is one of the reasons why I always tell people do not put your pricing on your website, because as you are changing and modifying, you don't want to have to go to your website every time and make those changes. As you're adjusting to your set point, which might take years, you definitely don't want to put your pricing out there so that you can play and adjust and see where the right spot is for you to make sure that you are profitable, happy, have a well-balanced life. And again, I'm going to repeat this, less clients, more money, so that you can serve them at the highest level and not be running around like a chicken without a head. So just to repeat, your pricing is modifiable and you can play with it and see where you feel it should land. If you need help with that, reach out to me, of course, right? It's also a process. It is not a destination to get your pricing to a certain spot. If you're struggling with your pricing, that means you're in the process of adjusting, modifying, and seeing what's the right sweet spot for you and the clients that you are trying to serve and attract. So it might be time to do a little bit of an analysis, right? Is your pricing working for you? What is your closing rate? Are you somewhere between about I like it around 75%, meaning if you get 10 phone calls in to your business and you get on the phone with all 10, are you closing at least 7 to 8 of them into the next step, which might be a paid consult? And then from the paid consult, are you offering service models priced right that get you then to the next step in your service model? These are the things you want to look for to see whether you're priced properly. You also want to look to see if your pipeline is full. Because when your pipeline is full, sometimes you have to raise your prices in order to get your workflow to where you want it to be and where you need it to be, where you're making enough money without feeling too overwhelmed. A lot of things go into this equation, whether you want to grow a whole firm and get employees or whether you want to be a one-person show. So there's lots going on with this. But here's where it starts. Understanding the value you have to your ideal client. I have an exercise linked below called Your Business in Words. It's kind of like your elevator pitch, but I have to tell you it's so much more. It helps you identify who you serve, how you serve them, what you actually do in the process of serving them, and then how you feel at the end. This exercise can help you start feeling confident in what you do. And I want you to click the link, get the exercise, and work through it. And if you need me, get onto my calendar by going through my website, all right? So I hope this was helpful to someone today, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye.